Now that you know what IPDE stands for, what do you see when using IPDE? Now that you have this great new focus, let's see if you can apply it to the following driving situations. Alright, first one coming up any second now. Aha! Can you spot all potential hazards in this driving scene? Look quickly, because on the road you only have a few seconds before danger becomes reality. Did you spot this one over here? Yes, it must be doing construction or some type of work in the area. Yes, and that one too. That is a hazard because you can't see around him. That big truck ahead of you blocks a lot of your view. That's important, isn't it? Knowing that pretty soon your divided highway is going to begin, and you're going to have to go off to the right. So all of a sudden you might see the truck driver veer off towards the right and wonder why he's doing it. Well, you should know already because of that nice little sign to the right. Alright, and the fourth hazard. A ladder. Usually, if there's a ladder, there's probably somebody in your vicinity. Perhaps that guy over on the far left there, across from the truck. There might even be a guy who has climbed the ladder, and you just can't see him because he's on the other side of the bridge. Hard to tell, but your brain needs to recognize hazards, dangerous road conditions, and all kinds of other things before it has to. Otherwise, you're going to be reacting. And most times reactions, well, the first ones aren't always the best. Alright, next. What are the four potential hazards now? Look quickly. Driving scene's going to change. You're almost on top of it. How about this one? The little lady about ready to cross on the cross section. That's important. Sometimes, if they're really young, they have a desire to sprint right across because they think they can beat the cars. This most often happens in like Coatesville. People have walked out in front of me all the time, not even looking. It's almost as if they're daring you to hit them. You know, they almost have that sue me mentality, or I'll sue you mentality, actually. Alright, number 2. That guy has his brake lights on. Hopefully he doesn't think he's going to stop and then try and get around that truck by veering off to the left-hand side. But we don't know. It could happen. Always imagine the worst case scenario. Alright, next. Of course, again, a big truck in front of you, maybe blocking the lights or other type stuff. You never know what's going to be beyond that truck because you simply can't see around him. And the last one, of course, is up ahead. You see it's a red light. So hopefully by now you've started to slow down, or at least taken your foot off the accelerator and maybe kind of had it hanging over the brake. Or maybe you even are applying the brake itself. All right, looking quickly, there are going to be 2 road conditions that are going to change soon. What are they? Did you get this one? Yes. Something about construction up ahead, and that usually means the lanes are going to be different. Maybe they're pushed to the sides. Maybe there's going to be barrels. There's going to be a flagger. We don't know. But it's going to be a normal highway running a little bit longer, and then, yep, you're going to see road construction. And that one too. Maybe you don't want to get off on 610. Well, then you better get out of that left lane soon, or else that's where you're ended up going. Alright, unfortunately, this driver forgot to look ahead 10 to 12 seconds. This was on Route 30, right by our high school. So look what happened. He was basically encased in that cab of the truck for about 2 hours at about 40 miles per hour. He must have been doing something, and then when he looked up, it was too late to stop. He basically went right into the back end of his fellow trucker. There's no skid marks on Route 30 by the dollar store, so evidently he must not have been paying attention. There wasn't really an explosion, but just fun to imagine fire in the engine. And if you don't do the IPDE method, then this is what your friends might see of you.